Over the past few decades, outdated franchise laws have prevented car manufacturers from selling directly to the consumer. Because if automakers created their own dealerships and sold directly to the consumer, this would drive existing dealerships out of the business. Because Tesla has no dealerships, these laws should not apply to Tesla. Nevertheless, existing dealerships have convinced legislators to ban Tesla from selling their vehicles. There are several states where purchasing a Tesla is not possible, and Michigan has stood out as one of the major states to ban Tesla from selling vehicles. Michigan, which is home to the US auto industry, has a strong incentive to ban Tesla. Because of this, Michigan and Tesla have been facing legal battles with each other for years. In January, Tesla was finally granted access to selling its vehicles. Yet, most recently, this access has been removed. In this video, I'm going to go over how Michigan legislators are crushing Tesla. Welcome to Casgains Academy. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content like this, and let's get right into it. Car dealerships are extremely inefficient. Each dealership has to pay for their own advertising, website, and customer management system. Not only that, but dealerships have to compete with each other when it comes to these operating expenses. Because Tesla removes this entire process, dealerships are looking to potentially have their entire business model be crushed. It's important to understand how high the stakes are here. In 2020, the market size for dealerships selling new cars is estimated to be at $790.4 billion, and that's during the pandemic. The stakes are extremely high, and dealerships know this. Dealership associations and automakers have spent and are continuing to send billions of dollars to lobbyists, whose main purpose is to convince legislators that Tesla should not be able to sell their vehicles directly to the consumer. Before we get into how Michigan legislators are attempting to shut down Tesla right now, we need to understand how the legal battle got here. Back in 2014, Michigan's laws were changed so that automakers could not directly sell their cars to the consumers. The law was changed in order to quote-unquote clarify the position of the state concerning automakers selling vehicles directly to consumers. Just think about that for a second. Imagine if Amazon was restricted from selling products because Walmart was selling those same products. Such laws inherently go against the ideals of a free market. In 2016, Tesla continued with its plans to open a service center in Detroit and filed an application for a dealership license. After Tesla was officially rejected from opening a service center, the company filed a lawsuit against Michigan, suing Michigan Governor Rick Snyder, Michigan's Attorney General Bill Schwett, and Secretary of State and Chief Motor Vehicle Administrator Ruth Johnson over their ban on direct sales for selling cars. Tesla claims that Michigan's amendment was actually the anti-Tesla amendment and violated the due process, equal protection, and commerce clauses of the Constitution. During this time, other states like Texas had bans on selling Tesla vehicles. However, Michigan in particular even prohibited Tesla from starting a service and maintenance center in the state. As crazy as it may seem, General Motors, which was paying lobbyists to convince legislators to go against Tesla, was using the fact that Tesla owners could not get service in Michigan as a selling point for the Bolt EV. That right there is corporate corruption on a very high level. GM CEO Mary Barra paid for lobbyists in order to change the law against Tesla and then used that law as a selling point for the Chevy Bolt. Over the next few years, Tesla and Michigan faced a long legal process where Tesla attempted to show that legislators were influenced by lobbyists paid by car dealers and automakers. On January 23, 2020, Tesla finally reached a settlement with Michigan to allow for the direct sales and service of Tesla vehicles. This settlement involved using legal loopholes to allow Tesla to sell and service vehicles. For example, while Tesla is not able to directly service and maintain Tesla vehicles, Tesla can create a subsidiary named Tesla Service Subsidiary where the company will be able to service Tesla vehicles. When it comes to sales, Tesla would be able to sell vehicles only by transferring a legal title from a different state into Michigan. What this means is that when you purchase a Tesla vehicle, that Tesla vehicle will be registered from a different state and will be delivered to Michigan by transferring that registration. Through this title transferring loophole, Tesla would be able to finally open stores inside Michigan because Tesla technically wouldn't be selling its vehicles in Michigan. Instead, Tesla would be selling vehicles in a different state and delivering those vehicles into Michigan. It's important to understand that this law was not created through actual laws, but loopholes. Tesla still couldn't obtain an official dealer license, but still would be able to sell and service Tesla vehicles. Terry Burns, the executive vice president of the Michigan Auto Dealer Association, even stated himself that the settlement was based on a clear set of specific facts for a specific time. At the time, it seems like Tesla finally got its victory, which is simply not true. While Tesla's settlement with Michigan in January officially allowed Tesla to sell vehicles in Michigan, the settlement was not over yet. Most recently, on December 2nd, 2020, lawmakers passed a 6539 bill that counteracted Tesla's January settlement. The bill, which was sponsored by Congressman Jason Shepard, would directly deny Tesla's access to the loophole. Shepard's bill hasn't gone through yet because the bill still needs to pass the state senate and be signed by the governor. But if the bill does end up going through, it would ban Tesla's right to sell vehicles in Michigan and force Tesla to shut down its service center that had opened earlier in 2020 following the January agreement. There's no reason for Tesla to not be able to sell vehicles directly to consumers. The law banning direct sales was to prevent traditional automakers like GM from opening their own dealerships to compete against the existing ones. Tesla has no existing dealerships selling their vehicles, so the law should not go against Tesla. Nevertheless, the traditional automakers and car dealerships are corrupting the legal system by bribing lobbyists to convince legislators to go against EV manufacturers like Tesla, Rivian, and Lucid. If you are a Michigan resident, I would consider voting out legislators who are supporting the bill against Tesla. What would you suggest to Tesla in this situation? If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.